Willie D Live.
What's up, family? We got 3 police officers who pulled up after a 911 call. There's not a lot of context, but we do know that at least one of them was drunk. And he got called out. Check out the video, leave your comments, and I'll come back with mine.
Look at him.
No.
Look at him.
So,
High as fuck.
How is this?
High as fucking on the job.
Like I told
Gonna
you.
come and deal with shit.
No. Like I told you. You're coming off a double and you got on a bad back.
That's
So
right.
relax.
Yep. Call your sergeant right now. Call your sergeant.
We're not gonna.
Call your sergeant.
Oh, man.
Call your sergeant. I want your sergeant here. I have my rights to call a sergeant here.
We're
So
gonna
call
call.
your sergeant right now.
All right, we're gonna cover.
Call your sergeant. What's your name?
What? Officer Mason.
What's
Hey,
your
real
name?
quick, Officer
What's your name?
They
Protecting him. What's your name?
What's my name?
Okay.
Officer Sapinski.
And what's your name? Probably don't even know. Can't even speak. Nope.
So, let me-
No, this motherfucker's high. Look at him.
No, I'm.
You're gonna lose your job, motherfucker. Gonna lose your job. Gonna lose your job, motherfucker. Look at him. Look at him. Gonna lose his job. Gonna lose his job. The drunk motherfucker coming to the job, trying to correct me. Yup.
I ain't got no problem with that, but some of y'all do, so let's talk about it. Let's talk about this wino, this drunk in uniform, this bum who's out here on the streets, rolling around, injecting himself into people's lives. Fam, imagine calling 911 for some assistance. Perhaps it is an emergency. And a drunk in uniform shows up. I mean, not regular drunk. Not drunk, slur words, smelly breath. Not just that. I'm talking about staggered drunk. Can't stand up straight drunk. Can't even say his name drunk. And I'll bet you $1 to a donut that fool is still somewhere on the streets right now. I guarantee you they haven't fired him. If they did get rid of him, I guarantee you he was allowed to resign and go to another department, go into another county and wreak havoc. They hire drunks. They hire known drunks. They hire known dope heads. They hire known mental illness patients. Yeah. And you wonder why you got all of this killing going on. Why are they so quick to squeeze the trigger, especially on black folks? Something has to be wrong with you up top. You gotta be a nutcase. You gotta be a sociopath to just murder someone so easily over something so trivial. Time and time and time and time and time again. And we know it has nothing to do with training, because those uncivilized mutts know when to kill and when not to kill. They know who to shoot and who not to shoot. They even know who to talk slick to and who not to. They know how to have patience when certain people are exercising their rights. But then others, they have zero patience. And then those same people who get away with exercising their rights, who will get loud, become belligerent, sometimes combative, will quickly say, when others don't move as swiftly, don't adhere to the orders as swiftly, comply, stop resisting. All you have to do is stop resisting. All you have to do is comply. But they have so much grace when somebody looks like them and the police violates. It's amazing. Even if the police don't violate them. Even if the police just do their job, he didn't have to do that. That guy needs to be fired. He's one of the bad cops. He's a bad one. But at any other time, it's always, thank you for your service, officers. Police officers have a tough job. Yeah, it can be a tough job, but in most cases, it's not a tough job. Tell me what's tough about riding around, writing tickets all day. What's tough about riding around, jumping out the car, resolving conflict, telling PA, you go over here, you go over here, get your stuff, get out. Man, all it takes patience and it takes psychological awareness. Now, I'm not saying it can't be tough, but in most cases, most of the time, these cops' jobs are uneventful unless they want to get into something, unless they want to crank it up, unless they're looking for excitement. If they're looking for excitement, they want to create some excitement, adventure, they can do that. But in most cases, most officers never, ever, ever fire their service weapon on the job. It's just like the few uncivilized mutts that are in each group that go crazy and kick up the most dust. It's the same way with them, except it ain't just a few. It ain't just a few. It has gotten to be a culture. It's a culture. And they look for a specific type. I think one of the biggest, I think if you're not black, one of the biggest attributes that you have to have is that you gotta not like black people. I don't think, not liking black people, I don't think that's a deal breaker. I think that might help you get the job. Yeah, if you got something like that in your past, I bet you they've never not hired a police officer for being racist or being accused of doing something racist. I bet you they've never not hired a police officer for that. And I'm talking about going all the way back to the 1800s. They got an uncivilized mutt drunk roaming around on the streets. He's so drunk he can't stand still. He can't stand up. He can't stand up straight. He's so drunk he could not give the guy who was on the scene his name. And then the other cops covered for him. Oh, he's pulled an all-nighter and he has a bad back. Call your supervisor. We're not going to do that. The law says you have to call your supervisor. But what do? They cover for him. And this is why this society that we live in will always be corrupt. Because the evil people are at the top. All the bad people, well, at least most of them are at the top. Most of the bad people are in positions of authority. It's sad when you have people that have good intentions and they go into these certain arenas, they go into these certain institutions and they try to make a change, whether it be educational, medical, health, whether it be politics, law enforcement. They go in and try to make a difference, and they go in with the right intentions. But then they realize that, oh wow, it's systemic. It really is systemic. It's like, if I say something about what's going on, the bad stuff that's going on, if I call the bad cop out, I'm gonna get ostracized. They're gonna come for me. Remember in American Gangster when Denzel Washington, the movie that Denzel Washington was in, and the guy, Russell Crowe, he got the money, him and his partner, they were undercover detectives, and they found some money in that trunk, and it was like, I think, over $1 million, maybe $2 million or something like that, and he got the money. His buddy wanted to take the money. His buddy was corrupt. His buddy wanted to take the money, but Russ was like, nah, we're gonna take it in. He took the money and brought all the money, every single dollar, back to the station. And he was ostracized as he was walking out of the police station, or he was walking through one of the rooms, all of the other cops was looking at him like, you know, like, damn, you can't trust him. Can't trust him. Yeah. That's the way they do you. If you're a good teacher, I can guarantee you run into a lot of problems, because they really don't like those children like that. They just get paid off the children. They don't like the children. They just get paid off the children. If you're a good teacher, they're gonna try to figure out a way to suppress your ideas. And they may try to figure out a way to fire you. If you're a good principal, especially a good principal at a black school, and especially if you're a black principal, they're gonna try to figure out a way to get rid of you. If the kids like you, if the kids love you, they're gonna hate you. Now I know what you're thinking. Wow, man, all you gotta do is just get somebody in there, man, and just get rid of that guy. I mean, it makes sense. He's a drunk. He's an alcoholic. He shouldn't be working in law enforcement, and they're gonna do the right thing. They're gonna get rid of him, not so fast. Leadership starts at the top. So if you have a racist at the bottom, you got a racist at the top. If you have a dope fiend at the bottom, you got a dope fiend at the top. If you have a drunk at the bottom, you're gonna have a drunk at the top. No more talk.